What do you need?
What do you need?
Should we head over to that homeless shelter?
Yeah, definitely. That's a good idea. Good idea, Eli. Hey, dude.
Evening, ma'am.
Evening. Is there any chance I can take a look around back there?
No. In case it wasn't clear, this is a crime scene, which means stay back.
It's okay. I only want to defeat crime. You need to let me back there.
Oh, really? Give me one reason.
My sister has been missing for days. I think she was living here.
Your sister, huh?
Yeah.
Well, like I told you, they brought everyone to Beth Israel. If your sister was here, she was probably brought there.
Damn. I already checked. She wasn't there.
Then I don't know what to tell you. What do you expect to find here, anyway?
If my sister was here, I'll know. It's a twin thing. Maybe a clue inside. Some indication she was here.
If there is any kind of clue in there, it's probably burnt up. I'm sorry, but I really don't know what I can do for you.
Oh, come on, man. There's gotta be something. She's got kids. We need to find her.
Kids? Jesus, that's terrible. But really, I don't know what...
Wow, I am really putting on a show here. Start shaking. Uncontrollably.
Hey, stop that. Please, could you cut it out, please? Damn it. Fine, get in, quick, before I change my mind. Just don't make me regret this.
No.
That was an impressive performance.
I feel like I should applaud. Or maybe shout bravo.
You certainly have a flair for deception. We will discuss this later. Let us find what we came for.
Thank you. Alright. Charred walls stand unsteadily against the night sky. A lone locker stands intact amidst the ruins. So the police totally missed this?
Is something the matter?
And it's frozen. The police didn't see this locker that is frozen. This thing is freezing.
Freezing? That is certainly interesting.
What do you think caused it, Eli?
There's something in there. Something that's generating a lot of cold. A self-generating thermal whirlpool spell, maybe. I've read about those.
So you believe this is magic related?
Yes.
Are people still saying, duh? Because, well, duh.
I cannot say I am impressed with the mundane authorities.
Yeah, it's pretty terrible.
They should have noticed this when inspecting the site.
I mean, it's right there at the entrance.
Not necessarily. That officer said this place burnt down about a week ago. It wasn't raining then, which means that no ice should have formed.
Perhaps you are correct. And perhaps this was meant to be. If there is danger here, we should be the ones to face it.
Agreed, but shouldn't they have taken a look inside? I mean, it's kind of the only thing left intact in here. Still ice cold. Eli, warm it up, please.
Come on, melt!
Is everything all right?
Everything's fine. It's just something inside is fighting back. There!
Nicely done.
That's me, Eli Beckett, enemy of ice.
Okay, Eli, just chill.
Well, that's definitely our cold source, all right.
It's a big ice cube. A thick ice block has formed inside the locker. A faint shape is visible inside. Yep, it's cold. Eli, do your thing.
Now that it's out in the open air and the warm rain is coming down, I should be able to... Jesus!
The body is beginning to thaw out.
Look at that. Not a burn mark on him.
The ice protected him from the fire?
It also froze him to death, but if you want to get technical, sure, it protected him from the fire.
Sure. He was fine, fire-wise. What could cause something like this? Does this body look familiar to you?
Maybe. It's hard to tell, with all the frostbite and things.
I admit, he does look slightly recognizable, but as to who, I cannot say.
Young man is covered in ice. He looks slightly familiar, but you can't quite place it. Well, I'm thinking it's maybe the fire guy.
The more I look at him, the more familiar his face becomes. Do you recognize him, Eli?
No, but you're right. He is familiar. Why can't I remember? He looks familiar, doesn't he?
I definitely recognize that face from somewhere.
He looks familiar.
I think it's the fire guy, and he invited warmth into his heart, but left the cold thing that he was experiencing. He was probably cursed or something.
Not yet. Please. The identity of this man is familiar.
Well, I think it's this guy? Holy crap, it's Jordon.
Yes, I'm as surprised as you are. The quality of that photo isn't so great, but it's definitely the same guy.
The evidence is undeniable. Jordon sought a way to remove the cold invading his body. It appears he failed. No, we would not have been able to converse with it if so. We spoke to Jordon, not a lost spirit. At least, not one in the traditional sense. His soul transmuted, escaped his body, and became something else. He is alive, just no longer human.
He's become a fire elemental, a spirit bound to a body of flame.
Cool. Why would he do this to himself? Well, he was obviously cursed in some way. Can't we reverse it? Well, no, his body's dead.
No, he can't. And even if we could, his human body is dead. There's nothing for him to go back to.
Regardless, we cannot allow a fire elemental to run loose in the city sewers.
Eli, what are your thoughts about this, as you're the fire expert?
Thoughts? I have plenty of thoughts. None of them nice. Let me mull them over for a bit, okay? We should hear Jordon out before deciding anything, anyway.
He did this out of desperation, and he didn't know the outcome.
Let's leave that body alone, okay?
Fine, we'll leave him alone.
Look, I hope your sister's okay. I really do. Just don't come back here, okay? I could get into some serious trouble.
Yeah, no problem. Just don't mind the freshly thawed body that we found. You guys suck, by the way. Sup, Fire Jordon?
Master?
We went to the shelter.
You did? What did you find?
How do I put this? You're kinda dead.
What? I'm dead?
No, not exactly. You're a fire elemental now. You're alive, you're just in a new body. A body made of flame. That's why the flames are self-sustaining. You aren't on fire, you are fire.
So, there's no cure?
Oh, no. Your human body is dead. There's no getting around that. But you're kind of immortal now. That's something, isn't it?
You mean I have to live like this? Forever?
Yeah?
You should have left me in the cold, Master! You should have left me to die!
It's not so bad, dude. I mean, you're no longer cold. I don't think the flames are hurting you, so you can stop shouting. I think this is a pretty good setup you've got for yourself. You're immortal. We won't abandon you. There's something you can do, Eli. There's gotta be something you can do, Eli.
Yes, there is. I'm a fire mage. I can control and channel fire. Given enough time, I can remove the fire from your spirit.
Eli, what you are proposing...
Will be incredibly painful, I know.
Painful?
It will feel like being skinned alive.
But it will kill me?
Eventually.
Then I'll do it.
Are you sure this is the only option?
No. No, it is not. I will not allow you to do this. Not when there is another way.
Another way?
There are others of your kind. Fire elementals. A whole world of them.
Yeah, in another dimension, across the void. How do you propose to get him there?
Jordon is a creature of spirit now, which means he can traverse the void. I can lend him the energy required, and show him how to open the way.
So he can, what, spend eternity with fire people?
Wait, eternity?
It is a one-way trip, Jordon. Life there will not be easy, but perhaps you can find a home there, a life.
But what kind of life would that be?
One that continues.
Sure, on an alien world, in an alien dimension, all alone.
There will be others of his kind. In time, they might accept him.
And if they don't, they'll be stuck there forever.
So the alternative is to murder him?
It's mercy. If I was in his shoes, I'd want the same.
But you are not in his shoes. You cannot make that choice for him.
Eat what?
No. His flames are the source of his energy, and will provide most of the fuel required. I will lend him the rest. The effect on me will be minimal. I will recover.
And neither can you.
That is true. Jordon, what say you?
I don't know.
Do you really want to live like this?
Better a life like this than no life at all.
But what kind of life would that...
Stay down here? Like this? I can't. This needs to end.
Agreed. He cannot stay here, and he is much too dangerous to leave loose. This needs to be settled now.
Besides, it's only a matter of time before some sanitation worker comes down here and gets the shock of his life.
One that continues.
Sure, on an alien world, in an alien dimension, all alone.
Yes, Master, you are right. Maybe this is what was meant to be. Maybe you saved me that night for this very reason. Maybe I have some purpose to fulfill in this new dimension. Okay, I am ready.
You two should wait above ground. I will help him transfer across the void.
I guess he's on his way by now. Off to his new life, assuming you can call it life. You think we did the right thing?
Yes, I do believe that. He has a chance out there, more than he would here, and he wouldn't be stuck in a stinky sewer.
A chance is better than nothing? Maybe. But to live through eternity without seeing another human being, I couldn't take it. I know that much.
But he isn't human anymore. He would be with his own fire kind. Yeah, not human anymore.
His soul is still human. His mind is still human. Although I'm not him, so what do I know? I know what I am. I'm not entirely normal, but I know that I'm human. I know that I'm me. If I lose that, then I lose everything. So, is he...
Yes, he has gone through the void.
Is he okay?
I believe he will be. Eventually. Only time will tell. He did retrieve the ritual knife for me before he left.
Well, that's something. I'll study it back at the lab.
I know the routine. I shall call ahead and have pizza delivered.
It's like you read my mind.
Ooh, and mine. Would really go for some pizza now. Anything else that popped in here? Publicity shot of me and Maury. Faded old poster of a heavy metal band. Axis of Weevil. Well, that's cool. Fresh pot of espresso. I do like that. And I also do like that it's always hot. Well, what happened?
Good. You are awake. I was hoping to talk to you. There is nothing to worry about, I assure you. You have completed your first field mission. You must have thoughts. I am curious as to what they are. What are you feeling at the moment?
Are all the field missions gonna be morally ambiguous? I'm eager to get back out there. You do important work. I can see that now.
Yes, our work is important. Of that, there is no doubt. For some of us, the Unavowed is a calling. For others, a duty. But for you, I have seen you in action. I have seen you react under pressure. You were clearly meant for this life.
I think you might be right. This is my thing.
Do you? Do you really? Your old life, your life on the stage, prepared you for this. It made your mind flexible, open to new ideas and new ways of thinking. In this day and age, that is more important than ever.
So you're saying the Unavowed is old-fashioned?
We are an ancient institution. We need new energy, new minds, new hearts. The Unavowed has been without that for a very long time. At any rate, I detect no falsehood within you. You spoke the truth to me. Thank you. I will return to my training now.
Well, I'm not sure your dad would agree with all of that. He seems to be quite a conservative. But yes. Eli, have you studied, what was it? The knife. The pizza is cold, but that's probably not a problem for Eli. Ah, that must be super convenient.
Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. I was just reading some old texts with Fireside.
Right, Fireside, of course.
Sarcasm received and understood. Sorry. It's a fire magic trick. Lets me read any book that was consumed by flame. It's a bit of a strain on the eyes, but beggars can't be choosers.
So what are you reading?
It's an old Sumerian text about death magic. Really long, really boring. But I used to read books about S-Corp tax code for fun back when I was an accountant. I can handle boring. Ah well. See you at the meeting.
Yeah, but many questions.
Fire away.
Fire away. You mentioned something about being an accountant.
That's right. Back in my mundane days, back before my powers kicked in, I worked at the firm Weisel, Meltzer, and Sherman. There used to be a Beckett somewhere in the middle of that, but, well, you know. Yep, I was damn good at it too. I made partner in 5 years, worked at the firm for another 20. You had to know things to be an accountant back then. No computers to do half your job for you. And to make partner, you had to crunch numbers in your sleep. Me? I ate 'em for breakfast.
You make being an accountant sound so exciting. It's not.
Well, it was. For me anyway. Lining up numbers in my head, making them dance and do what I want. My boss used to say it was like magic. Turns out the old man was being literal. Who knew?
I wonder why fire magic burst out from you. I mean, is it totally random what kind of element you might spark inside you? Pun intended. Being an accountant is like doing magic.
Yeah, throwing a fireball or preparing your tax return. Tomato, tomato. It's all just numbers, and I'm really good at equations and numbers. Always have been.
Can I ask you about some of the pictures on your walls?
Sure, I guess.
Oh, he seems a little sad. What are you and Mandy doing in that photo by the door?
We were feeding the birds. What? You expected something else? There's nothing special about it. Just an ordinary day.
I don't know. The picture is nothing special. Why are you smiling?
I am? Huh. Yeah, I guess I am. The picture was taken in 77, 78, around 5 years after my powers kicked in anyway. I'd buried myself down here, studying old books, experimenting with spells, trying to come to terms with everything. Then Mandana dragged me out to the park. We fed the birds. It was nice, normal, ordinary. I felt human, and I can never forget that. Not ever.
I'm curious about that wedding picture.
Well, I can't deny that's me. Almost 70 years ago that was taken. Could we not talk about this yet?
Okay, he's not ready. The house, the mailbox says Beckett.
You know what they say. If it's yours, put your name on it. But yeah, that's my house. Well, 50 years ago it was my house. Had to leave it behind when my powers kicked in. And the worst part? I was only 5 installments away from paying off the mortgage.
Aw man, that's tough. Those 2 little girls, are they yours?
Yeah, but I kinda don't want to talk about them now, if that's okay.
Well, they must be, pretty old themselves as well. The picture of you at the desk.
Yep, that's me, hard at work. I can even remember the account I was working on. This dress manufacturer in Midtown, booming business, lots of numbers, tons of paperwork. Took me months to sort through it all. I loved every minute of it.
Oh, Eli, you and simple pleasures. Enough about the pictures.
Sure,
Any thoughts on our last mission?
I don't know. I just keep thinking about Jordon, wondering if he's okay. I'm gonna live a long time, but even when I'm dust in the wind, he'll still be out there. I only hope he's still himself.
I think he's gonna be okay.
Right. See you around.
See you around. Now let's talk to Kalash again. You know, the dude that is never happy about anything. The father that we need the approval of.
To send you aid would leave our own domains undefended. You know this, Kalash.
Undefended against what? Ours is the only domain under attack.
Your charter is quite clear. Recruitment is your responsibility.
You accuse me of negligence. Just how many agents are currently in your employ?
That is precisely the point. We have no agents to spare. I am sorry, Kalash.
So am I, Aralax. New York is getting overwhelmed. When that happens, they will come for you.
Then we must be ready when it comes. Aralax out.
May Jahannam swallow you whole. Ah, you heard that, did you?
Who were you talking to?
Lady Aralax, head of the Dublin branch of the Unavowed. It is no secret that threats have been escalating. I had hoped to appeal for aid and fill up our ranks. Alas, we are on our own. I respect Lady Aralax, but I should have known better. Never ask a dragon for anything. You will always regret it.
She didn't give you anything, so not much to regret.
Hmm?
What is that crystal? Some kind of magic phone?
A magic phone? I suppose that is one way of describing it. There are shards of this crystal in every branch of the Unavowed. It allows us to communicate, for whatever good that does.
You were speaking to a dragon?
A dragon at the head of the Dublin branch of the Unavowed. Yes. She is old, stuck in her ways. I suppose the same could be said of most of us.
Well, it's difficult to change. But yes, call the meeting.
Yes, duty calls.
Duty calls.
I have appealed once more for aid. It has been rejected.
Huh, this is my surprised face.
Why do you bother with those cowards, Father?
Show some respect. They are correct. Stubborn, but correct.
Why won't they help us? Aren't we on the same team?
Only to a degree. The rules are clear. Each branch is responsible for its own defense and recruitment. In this respect, I have been negligent.
So have all the branches, Father. A sudden rise in threats would have caught any city unprepared.
And we're that city. Lucky us.
I shall appeal again, rest assured. In the meantime, let us go over last night's events.
I almost got crushed by a giant ice block. Well, I'm sure Kalash will have something snarky to say about that. I think it went really well.
That is to be determined. Daughter, I trust you have recuperated from your ordeal with the fire elemental.
I have. There do not appear to be any other ill effects.
So you aren't entirely positive?
I took all the necessary precautions, but one is never entirely positive.
Then I will have to accept that. However, I am deeply concerned that this mundane was able to acquire such a powerful spell in the first place.
My demon started a cult. It put Jordon in charge.
Yes, but why? Why would a demon do such a thing?
Why do demons do anything?
To create havoc, obviously. Why else?
No, this was too focused. too targeted. We are not dealing with a mindless spirit bent on chaos and destruction. This demon had a plan, a purpose. We need to learn what it was.
And how do you suggest we do that?
Funny you should say that.
Ah, I know that look. You did as I asked, Mage Beckett?
Yes, I did, sir. And it worked. Well, working. It's not quite done yet.
What are you referring to?
Oh, the ritual knife. I did a thaumaturgic scan on it.
What did you find?
Hold on, I'm getting to that. The knife was imbued with a very specific energy signature. Your demon's energy, to be precise. It's connected to you, and you alone. That's why you were the only one who could use it properly. Which means we can track it.
I sense a but coming.
Well, I can track the energy signature, but the demon's out of your body now. Its energy signature is changed. I can only track where it's been when it was in your body.
I'm not sure I want to know. Well, we're gonna find out.
Well, I'll tell you this for sure. It was all over the map. I'm trying to narrow it down to the areas of greatest activity, but it's slow going. So far, the scan's got you pegged in 2 places. The Bronx, around Gun Hill Station, and Staten Island, by the ferry terminal.
So we go and do what? Just look around?
It's a tactic that's worked well for us so far.
Very well. Check both areas for void activity and any sign of the demon. We'll show those idiots on the council what New York is made of. Meeting adjourned.
Yeah, we'll show them.
The hour grows late, and the trail grows cold. Let us be off.
The Bronx and Staten Island? Good thing I refilled my Metro card last week.
Oh, Eli.